What's up, everyone? It's Dakota, and today I was going to post a different kind of video than I normally do, but then I was checking out Twitter and I saw that Day Nine actually got his own card to spoil in the new Theros Beyond Death set, and I thought this card was really interesting, and I really just wanted to go over it. So real quick, I'm just gonna like cover it. What do I think? Things like that. So Theros Beyond Death, Heliod Sun Crowned is a 3 mana indestructible 5/5 legendary enchantment creature god. Uh, as long as your devotion to white is less than 5, Heliod isn't a creature, which is normal for all the gods in the Theros sets so far. Whenever you gain life, play +1/+1 counter on target creature or enchantment you control, and you can pay one in a white, and another target creature gains lifelink until end of turn. And a little bit about Heliod, just for like the story stuff. Heliod employed Elspeth as his champion, even crafting a weapon for her, but terrified of her power, he stole the spear back and struck her to the underworld. He still fears her to this day. And I wonder if he knows that Elspeth is pretty pissed and is going to come back and try to kill him. So, initial thoughts. What do I think about this card? Literally, I just like fired up my recording stuff like a few minutes ago after I saw this card. Really, what do I think about it? While life gain is probably an overvalued thing among like newer players when they play the game, this is actually a card that can be a payoff for playing those life gain cards and even turning some of your creatures into like Johnny's Pride Mates and things like that. And while Pride Mate is a very powerful creature, being able to have the ability to have all of your creatures essentially be pride mates because of Heliod's ability and the fact that he is indestructible and isn't a creature the majority of the time makes him very hard to be removed. And when you have a ability just to give creatures lifelink and then essentially being able to make themselves bigger and things like that, or do some things where like you give multiple creatures lifelink and then they get multiple counters and things like that. Um, it really it really just kind of snowballs into like this effect where things just get bigger, like your creatures just keep getting bigger, and if your opponent's just trying to go either bigger than you, then it's going to be hard for them to keep up with Heliod. Do I think he has a place in standard? He probably does. I'm sure that there's going to be some pretty sweet green white decks or like white black decks where you can abuse like death triggers to then like get certain creatures up to pretty big power and toughness. There's a lot of other like really powerful cards that have been spoiled in Theros Beyond Death. Borderline like feeling like 2019, as the set's going to be set to release near the end of January of 2020. Very reminiscent of like 2019 Magic cards in terms of like power level. So really, what that says about this set, as we don't have the full spoiler yet, and we don't, I think there's one god left that needs to be spoiled, or multiple ones, as we've gotten like a few multicolored ones along with the monocolored ones. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see where the rest of these gods rank and everything. I was pretty bad at judging the Amonkhet gods when I did that video. So I'm going to wait to press harsh judgment until we get all the gods, and probably making some kind of like tier list when they all come out in terms of playability in what formats they are playable in. So yeah, that's just like quick overview of Heliod Sun Crowned, spoiled by Day Nine TV. He's a pretty cool guy. I like watching his stuff. So if you follow him on Twitter, make sure to like, retweet this tweet, get it out to people, like get somebody brewing on this because I think this card is very powerful. I think even Jeff Hooglin had like a tweet talking about this plus Walking Ballista and giving Ballista lifelink is infinite, because then you just put a counter on it and then you obviously remove the counter to shoot something, almost like a Splinter Twin combo effect. The thing that Wizards has been trying to basically keep out of many formats, even though personally I don't think it's any good. But that's another talk for another day. That's actually going to be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, comment what you think about Heliod, or maybe even some of the other cards that are spoiled. Probably more towards when we start the new year, I'm going to have a mass spoiler, like just looking at cards and everything, giving my thoughts and opinions on the set. And make sure you subscribe, find more videos like this for spoiler season, deck techs on some sweet decks that are having a Modern Pioneer, and some discussion videos as well, just trying to get the word of Magic out there and really just try to enjoy the game and just spread some ideas and try to get better as players. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video.